Hi everyone, welcome back to English Learning Key, where learning English is simple, practical, and natural. I'm Anna.
Hello, everyone. I'm David, and today we are going extremely deep into real-life medical English, going to a doctor, describing symptoms, handling emergencies, talking to pharmacists, understanding prescriptions, and even dealing with hospitals, tests, and follow-ups in English.
Yes, because health situations are not like casual conversations. You need calm English, clear English, and confident English.
And you need to understand instructions properly because even small confusion can create big problems.
Exactly. So let's start from the very beginning again, but this time in a much more real and detailed way. Imagine you wake up early morning and something feels wrong.
I feel tired, my body is heavy, and I think I might be sick.
Yes. So the first thing you do is decide to visit a doctor or clinic, or maybe you call first.
I call and say, "Hello, I would like to book an appointment with a doctor today, please."
Very good. And they may ask, what symptoms are you experiencing?
I can say, "I have fever, headache, and I am feeling very weak."
Perfect. And if you want to be more detailed, you can also say, I also have body pain and I feel cold sometimes.
So I just describe everything I feel.
Yes, no need for medical terms. Now they might ask, how high is your fever?
I'm not sure, but I feel hot and cold at different times.
Good. Or if you know, it is around 101 degrees.
That helps make it clearer.
Now imagine they ask, do you want an appointment today or tomorrow?
I say, "Today, if possible, please. I don't feel well."
Very natural. Now let's say you reach the clinic. The reception area is busy, people are coughing, some are waiting, and the environment feels slightly stressful.
I walk in and say, "Good morning. I have an appointment with Dr. Mehta."
Perfect. And they reply, please take a seat, we will call your name shortly.
I sit down and wait.
Yes. Now waiting itself can be part of the experience. You might even talk to the receptionist again.
I can ask, "Excuse me, how long is the waiting time?"
Very good. Or is the doctor running on time today?
That sounds polite.
Now imagine while waiting you feel a little worse.
Maybe I feel more dizzy.
You can say, excuse me, I'm feeling a bit unwell. Is it possible to see the doctor sooner?
That's useful in real life.
Yes. Now your name is called. You enter the doctor's room.
I feel nervous again.
That's normal. You can simply start, good morning, doctor.
And the doctor says, "What seems to be the problem?"
Now you begin explaining.
I say, "I have been feeling sick for the past 3 days. I have fever, headache, and body pain."
Good. Now the doctor may ask more detailed questions like, do you have sore throat or cough?
I answer, "Yes, I have a sore throat and mild cough."
Now they might ask, are you experiencing any breathing difficulty?
If I don't understand, I can say, "Sorry, could you please explain that?"
Exactly. Now let's go deeper. Doctors often ask about history.
Like past illness?
Yes, they may ask, have you had this before?
I say, "No, this is the first time."
Good. Or yes, I had similar symptoms last year.
That makes sense.
Now they may ask about food or habits.
That sounds interesting.
Yes, have you eaten anything unusual recently?
I can say, "No, my diet has been normal."
Now the doctor might check your body, listen to your chest, check your throat, and then say something.
I just stay calm and follow instructions.
Yes, you might hear things like, take a deep breath, cough for me, or let me check your pulse.
That is easy to follow.
Now after examination, the doctor explains.
Maybe something like diagnosis.
Yes, for example, it looks like a viral infection, or it is a common flu.
So I don't need to panic.
Exactly. Now the doctor may suggest rest and medicine.
I listen carefully.
And you can also confirm, so I just need rest and medication, right?
That helps avoid misunderstanding.
Now let's go to prescriptions. The doctor says, take this medicine twice a day after meals.
I repeat in my mind, twice a day after meals.
Good. And you can ask, for how many days should I take it?
That's important.
Yes, the doctor may say for 5 days.
Okay,
Now let's add complexity. The doctor might say avoid oily food and drink plenty of water.
I understand that.
Now imagine you don't understand one instruction.
You can say, sorry, doctor, could you please explain that in simpler words?
Perfect. Now let's move to pharmacy. You go there,
I say, hello, I have a prescription from the doctor. Can I get this medicine?
and the pharmacist may say, this medicine is available. Do you know how to take it?
You can say, can you please explain it again?
Good. And they repeat instructions.
I listen carefully.
Now imagine they say, take one tablet after breakfast and one after dinner.
You can confirm, so 2 times daily, morning and night, right?
Exactly. Now let's imagine side effects.
That sounds important.
Yes, pharmacist may say it may cause slight drowsiness.
You can ask, what does drowsiness mean?
Good question. It means sleepiness.
So I should avoid driving maybe.
Exactly. Now let's add another situation, insurance or billing.
Oh, yes, hospitals have that.
At reception, they may ask, do you have insurance?
You can say, yes, I have medical insurance. Or, no, I will pay myself.
Good. Now imagine filling forms.
That can be confusing sometimes.
You can say, could you help me fill this form?
That's useful.
Now let's say you refer to a specialist.
Like a heart specialist or ENT doctor?
Yes, the doctor may say, you need to see a specialist.
I say, okay, doctor, I will visit the specialist.
Now let's imagine a hospital situation where you need tests.
Like blood test or x-ray.
Yes, you go to lab and say, I have a blood test request from my doctor.
And they take sample.
Yes, now let's imagine results.
I go back and say, I'm here for my reports.
And doctor says, everything is normal or we need further observation.
That can be serious sometimes.
Yes, now let's include emergency situation.
This is very important.
Imagine suddenly you feel chest pain.
I say, I need help immediately. I have chest pain.
Very clear. Or call an ambulance, please.
That's very direct English.
Yes, in emergencies, short sentences save time.
What if I'm with someone else?
You can say, please help him, he is not feeling well.
That's helpful.
Now let's include mental health visit also.
That is also important nowadays.
Yes, you can say, I've been feeling stressed and anxious recently.
That's honest and simple.
Doctor may ask, since when?
I say, for a few weeks.
Good. Now let's add a follow-up visit.
I go again after a few days.
You say, I'm here for follow-up.
And doctor checks improvement.
Yes, are you feeling better now?
I say, yes, I feel much better now. Or, not completely yet.
Good. Now let's build a very long, natural, full conversation, including everything.
I'm ready.
Good. Good morning. What brings you here today?
Good morning, doctor. I have fever, headache, sore throat, and body pain since 3 days.
Do you have any difficulty in breathing?
No, I don't.
Let me check your temperature and throat.
Okay, doctor.
It looks like a viral infection. You need rest and medicine.
Do I need any tests?
Not right now, only if symptoms continue.
I'm allergic to penicillin.
Thank you for telling me. I will note it.
How should I take the medicine?
Twice daily after meals for 5 days.
Morning and night after food, right?
Yes. Also drink plenty of water.
Okay, doctor. Thank you.
You're welcome. Get well soon.
Now I go to the pharmacy. Hello, I have this prescription.
Yes, this medicine is available. Can you explain dosage again?
1 tablet after breakfast and 1 after dinner.
Got it. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Wow, this was very detailed and real-life based.
Yes, because medical English is not about difficult grammar. It's about clear communication in important moments.
I feel much more confident now.
And that confidence comes from practice, not perfection.
Everyone watching, try to use these sentences in real situations.
And don't be afraid of mistakes. Just speak simply and clearly.
See you in the next lesson.
Bye, everyone.